Hey everyone, this is just some videos and pictures from my Memorial Day weekend ride. I went to Wisconsin to do a rally with the Glacial Lakes Motorcycle Club. I didn't ride in the rally, I just helped with it, but I got some Grand Tour pictures along the way. The Grand Tour is something that the club also does. Get you out and riding to places you probably wouldn't have been before. At the end of the video I'll put links to all that stuff, but for now, here's videos and pictures I took, and then at the end of the video I'll kind of give you a little bit of a summary. Well, I didn't take a video when I left home because there's a big storm behind me and I wanted to get ahead of it, but the sky's looking a lot better this way. Hopefully I stay ahead of it, but just to show you what's following me. So that's what's behind me, so I'm hoping to stay up in front of that. Should be about 510 miles today on the Honda, so good way to test out some equipment. I guess I got about 20 miles of test ride in so far, and then about 30 miles today. There's something rattling in the dash. I don't know what it is. Everything seems tight, so I'm gonna get back on the bike and keep going and update you as I go. I'm pretty sure now that I'm in the clear out of the weather, so I'm gonna head up the river road, and then once I get up to the end of this, there's a whole lot of nothing until I get to eastern Iowa, so this will probably be the last update until I'm on the Mississippi. Okay, I thought I'd do a quick update since the weather's really nice. As you can see, I got a face mask on. I do have a Carhartt one, it's really warm, but this one's actually from an auto parts store, and it's for when you paint so you don't get a bunch of paint all over your head. It's for beard control because my beard's been up in my face and getting caught in the visor when I close it, so it's like $1, so yeah, beard control. But I had to stop here because of the Rowan stuff. My daughter's name is Rowan, so I sent a couple pictures to her. She'll like that. There's a whole town named the same as her in Iowa. So when it finally warmed up, it warmed up quick. I've got my regular leather gloves out, and the ride pants are off. It was about 50 degrees. Oh, I'd say about 120, 130 miles into the ride. And now this last 20, it's been like 70 degrees, and it was quick when it warmed up when the sun came out. So everything's going real well. I'll show you the bike. The cruise pegs are great. They're at just the right position for me. I've got my bag here I lean on a little bit. Either have my feet on it or just hanging over. Nice place to stretch out. So the Airhawk, I'm not sure about. On the road it's great if I sit towards the back of it. Something I found that I don't like about it is when I was riding the little bit of gravel I did so far today, if I weight one side of it or the other to try and get the bike to turn, it'd just squish and the bike wouldn't go anywhere. I had to put all the weight on the pegs to steer it with my body. So that's one downfall of this cushion, but it is pretty good. It's a lot more comfortable than the Seat Concepts seat, but I'm glad I've got the Seat Concepts seat under it, so it's actually got support, and then if I end up taking it off, I still have a somewhat comfortable seat underneath. So that's the update for now. I've got, let's see here, 320 miles to go, and I'm 162 miles in, so I'm feeling good. The sun's out, warming up. I think it's going to be a really good day, so let's get back on the road. Well, we are 320 miles in, and we're at Pikes Peak State Park. So I'm going to go take a look at the river, and then probably just keep right on riding. I'm still feeling good. Still trying to beat storms, but I'm staying ahead of it, so check out the scenery and we'll keep going. All right, we're in Wisconsin. I just got my Plattsville, whatever this place is, grand tour at the mining museum. The Airhawk and my backrest are kind of failing me now. My back and my butt are starting to feel it. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. I was doing pretty good until about 20 miles over the river. Then started hurting, but I think if I had like a Russell seat on here, it'd be perfect. Maybe a little bit taller windshield, a couple inches, but it's doing a lot better than I thought. I'm in a lot less pain than I thought. Skies are starting to turn a little bit. I don't know if it's just getting cloudy or if it's gonna rain, but I got 110 miles left to La Crosse. I don't need to make any more stops. I think I can make it on this fill-up, so we're gonna head for the Bonsai Hotel, and we'll see if I can make it in one shot. I don't know if my back's gonna hold out for that. Well, I got to use a toolkit for the first time. Luckily, I just needed an Allen and a needle nose pliers, but I lost my blinkers and my horn, so I thought, it's kind of weird. I'm guessing, I mean, it's blown. I'm guessing that something inside the fairing, I know there's a vibration in there, but I'm guessing something inside the fairing is shorting out, and I don't know how far I'm going to be able to go before it shorts out again, but I turned it on, blinkers both ways, horn, it didn't pop, so it's not shorted out right now. So it's an intermediate issue, which means it's probably a bare wire or some water. So that's going to be something to look into, but anyway, today I am at the Veterans Memorial Park in Richland Center, Wisconsin, and with the Glacial Lakes Motorcycle Club, what they have to do for the rally is come here and count all these flags, all the flags on poles that are out here. So I don't know how many there are. I've been standing around waiting for people to show up. So far there's only been one. I've counted them 3 times and I get a number that's different each time. So I'm not doing the rally, I don't have to count them, so I'm not gonna again.
Counting flags, what a rally master won't do.
We'll probably have to show people this proof that that we actually counted them.
Liquor in hand. How many are on there? Who knows?
So are we counting the one on the decoration, the ones around the tank, and the one next to the building? Huh?
We're gonna count everything we can see.
Okay.
Get our exercise in at it too.
Yeah, you've at least got the right shoes for it. I'm still in moto gear.
Oh. There we go, now they're blowing.
So all the ones that people probably forget, those 3, the one on the decoration, the one by the building, 5 by the tank. I think that's it.
259.
So, just over 1,000 miles on the old Honda in one weekend, 3-day weekend, but 2 very big days, 1 very small day. What I have to say about it, the bike did okay the first day. I didn't have much wind to deal with. I did 60 to 65 whenever I wanted to. I was pretty comfortable. The cruise pegs helped. But in Wisconsin, again, it did great. Not a whole lot of wind. Quite a bit of elevation changes, but I wasn't going much more than 50 at any point in the day, other than downhill when I was really pushing it, seeing what I could do. The ride back across Iowa from east to west, that was miserable. The Airhawk seat cushion I took off. I'm going to do a separate review video for that. But coming across Iowa in all that wind was absolutely miserable. I tried to go 60 miles an hour, and usually I ended up going about 50 because of the wind. And I was getting pushed all over the road, and it was terrible, and I hated it. The fairing did help with wind hitting me in the chest, so it was more manageable with this Britannia Composites fairing, but it was still absolutely miserable. And I'm at stock gearing right now. I think if I would have left the 42 tooth sprocket on the back, it would have been better, but I think it still would have been absolutely miserable. So sometime in the future, I'm going to be getting another big bike. Probably not a big sport touring like the Concourse was, but this just, I know people do it, but it doesn't work for me for going hundreds of miles a day. You know, I'll do a 200-300 mile day every once in a while, but it's not a motorcycle vacation long distance machine like I was hoping I'd be able to make it into. You know, even with a big bore kit, I don't think it'd be enough. So it's just a little run around gravel road adventure type of bike for me. It works great for what it is, but it's not going to be a cross-country type bike. That's what I learned from this whole experience, is that I can't stay in the saddle for 400 or 500 miles a day on this. So I think I'm just going to leave this seat, not going to get a Russell seat like I'd talked about, just keep it dirt oriented, and then in the future get another bigger bike. So and the information about the club will be coming up here in just a second. So again, thank you for watching. You know, I don't really know if people are going to watch a whole lot of this. More of my views seem to come from the how-to stuff, but I do like sharing my adventures with you too. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed.